Hello, congratulations on passing your driving theory test. Thank you, Nugget Game with 14 mums, Rabble for the 27 mums, double stamp day. That's a thing now. You've made that a thing. Congratulations. Congratulations, you're the thing maker. Hi, everyone. Once again, I forgot to start streamer.bot. And I'll tell you what, I've never failed to type the word streamer more times in a row. I wrote Streener, I wrote Streer, I wrote Seamer. If there was so many different, and then trying to put the .bot at the end so that it would start. I should just pin it. I should just pin it to start. Dreadful. Thank you very much, Portal, for the 100 bits. Happy Monday. Hey, it's Monday somewhere, right? Actually, just before I lost the ability to do this, I took a screenshot of all of the people that sent through a thing before I was ready. And so I'll do that in just a moment after we've caught up. Hopefully it goes okay. I'm sure it will. I believe. Full faith. Cannot hear alerts. Oh yeah. I disabled desktop audio because I was filming a Palcast with Apakuna. Man, thank you for the 4 months. We're starting 30 minutes early, you might have noticed. That's because I want to get some stuff done on the world before I got to go do another test. We're doing tests back to back to back. Apple and I finally settled on a code name for the SMP. I've obviously been calling it Breakfast SMP. Apple doesn't like that as much as Boyfriend SMP. We have compromised on Boy Breakfast.
New Year.
We're not even adding the SMP anymore. We've just been referring to it as Boy Breakfast, which is the evil stepbrother of Girl Dinner. Yeah, quite right. Quite right, Luan. Jojo, thank you very much for the 4 months. And Lost Everything, the 100 bits. And Steve Merkin, 32 months.
So close to Kibi month.
Yeah, so Boy Breakfast. Very excited for Boy Breakfast. Coming sooner than you think. I've said too much. Felix, thank you very much for the 25 months. Boy Breakfast.
25 months? Wowza.
How are we doing with this? Ren Space Nerd, when did you do
Isn't
your...
Boy Breakfast just forgetting to eat until 2 p.m.?
This one knows. This one knows. Right, 1.20, 1.11. Did you see the new drop? We're being spoiled. They're adorable. The little piggies. I would die for the little piggies. Oh my gosh, I love the models so much. Everyone who's saying that they don't look good literally has never been more wrong in their life. I would die. I genuinely think that this is going to change the way I play Minecraft because I'm going to have a really hard time killing the grown-up versions of the mobs, knowing that they were once the little baby mobs. Oh, the little chickens and the little puppies. Oh, it's honestly, for me, it just keeps coming back to those little piggies. There's so many jokes I could make there, but I'm not going to. The little piglets. Ah! Little oinkers. I love them. Some of them will spawn as adults. Good point. Good point. It's free game if they spawn as adults. Oh, the little oinkers. It's so... yeah, I know. The cuteness aggression is very, 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 very real. Right. Hey, look at that. It's orange. Your guys' favorite color. Okay, let's launch up Chatty. I've been doing a lot of coding today. I've been in meetings, in and out. It's been crazy. The call for content for TwitchCon opened today. If you don't know about that, there you go. They keep it on the down low. It's really secret. And by that, I mean they tweet about it on their public social platforms. But if you don't know to look there, you will miss it. So obviously... Getting everything ready together for that. Scary as always. You never quite know. There's no guarantee.
At the moment, but I don't know what colors to pick. What colors should I do? I wish they gave snouts to the adult bunnies.
No, they're fine as they are. I don't know what eyeshadow colors you should do. Purple. Fading into a blue. There you go. Cancer's Crab, thank you for the 100 bits. Boy Breakfast panel. You already said no Vampires one. I don't know if Vampires one would get picked if we did it. It's not up to me. We might pitch for one. We might not. We'll see.
Hot_wolf has gifted one
if there's demand for it. I saw. Thank you much for the gifted sub. Much appreciated. If there's demand for it, we might. Boy Breakfast is almost certainly going to be pitched. Craftable name tags is great. Thank you very much. Literally no reason to have those not be craftable. And anyone who goes, oh, but structures, the loot chest, the loot chest is struck, they're no longer valuable. The fishing, shut you. Everything that Minecraft is doing right now, every update they make, I look at it through the lens of my nephew, who I had to teach him how to make a furnace, and it took 15 minutes. So every time that any kind of thing comes out, I think to myself, would this be a good update for my nephew? And it has always been yes. I don't want to... My nephew goes, I want to name my mob. Otherwise, it's going to... no, what will happen is they'll get a mob that they want, like a little slime that they'll find, and they'll be like, I love this mob. And then it will despawn, and that'll be really sad. And they'll go to me and go, why did it despawn? And I go, oh, I'm sorry, man, it's because you didn't name tag it. And then he goes, oh, how do I name tag it? And I go, okay, here, give me the controller. I can do it for you. And he goes, no, I want to do it. And I go, okay. You're just going to have to lock in for the next 7 hours while I teach you how to go get a name tag. So it's saving me time, okay? That's what this is all about. If I can't take the control of him to do it, is it easy to explain? And now it is. Thank goodness. Anyway, thank you, Mojang. Appreciate you greatly. This is an update for him, for me. Let all this spawn in. Oh, wait. That's a lot of chunks loading. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of frames.
47 months.
Thank you, Astro, for the 47.
4 years. Wow, that's a long time.
That is a long time. That is a long, long time. There's stuff happening. Can't you think it's 100 bits?
If you've played Minecraft for years like a lot of us have, you have a head start to all the new updates and stuff, versus the younger gen having to learn so much more all at once just to play Minecraft.
Yeah. Very true. I can remove this now. Right. Today we need to make a new... thing. Potion. I'm just going to turn the music because what is this? Overstimulation City? What is going on here? I might even just make it... that's a bit bad, isn't it? It's a bit much, wasn't it? It was a bit...
BTW Owen, Minecraft is in chat.
Hi, Minecraft. Like always they're in chat? Or do you mean like the account? Hi, Minecraft. Hi, Minecraft. I'm playing Minecraft right now. They were good. I'm glad that they heard me saying nice things about it because it's a crazy quality of life update. And I love the new models. Literally, when I saw it land, the new update, I was like, it completely took me by surprise. Absolutely blindsided by it, mind you. They said, yeah, appreciate you too. Oh, that's sweet of them. Sorry, I aired them accidentally. Yeah, they are absolutely blindsided by it because usually you get like a little something, you know, somebody leaks something sometimes. And it's a bit like, oh man, now I know. But like, at no point did I think they would ever touch the baby models. And I'm very, very pleased that they did. It's not something that you feel like you want change until you see it. And you're like, yeah, why did we just have like... Why were we so okay with it just being the smaller body with the big bobblehead? Like, clearly we all thought it was fine, but this is so much better. Boop. Boop. There we go. Okay, chuck that in there. Last time I mistakenly threw, stupidly, my fire resistance pot, so we're having to make more. Yeah, let me VIP Minecraft so that doesn't happen again. There we go. Today we're going to be trying to finish the terraforming. Boop. Oh, do I have any redstone that isn't there? I think we have some back over at the... Oh, here we go. Here. And then gunpowder? No, we're gonna have to go up to the thing. Let's go up there. Boop. On Minecraft's Twitter, they announced a new challenge, which is mine billion stones and defeating mobs by Journey Stone. This will be exciting. Oh, a new challenge? Sick. I don't think I ever redeemed my cloak. I need to make sure that I do that. Dark, thank you very much for continuing your gifted sub / prime thing. Much appreciated. Thank you. Hi, Owen. Hello. Right, that goes there. That jump was anxiety inducing. Do you remember that time where in this world I got the elytra and then tried to do some elytra gliding about fireworks before realizing that I was actually going beneath the island's like Y level, and if I didn't properly hit the upward trajectory? That was crazy, wasn't it? I'd like to say I meant to do that. I didn't. I had to log in. It was like post doing it that I realized what had happened, and I was like, ooh, uh-oh. Yeah, it could have gone really, really bad. Having another elytra themed death would have really, I might have actually given up using an elytra forever if that had happened. Just being like, it's safer for me if I just don't and I just walk everywhere. Low-key, not a bad idea. Not gonna work.
Shay less than 3 jump scare.
Thank you for 55 pounds 65.
55 pence. Thank you again for replacing my lost pins. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for returning my hat.
TV Bruno Hart less than 3.
Without my hat, I'm nothing. Of course, yes, I'm glad it reached you. Safe and sound. We need... I can't say we need now without getting flashbacks to my Nox Crew days, and that'll only make sense to a select few of you in the chat. I was terrorized for ages because of the sentence "we need." There's a few of you who get it. Stupid, stupid. Basically, here's another iceberg thing. Now that I'm saying this here, it's not going to ever leave me. It kind of went down after a short while because I was no longer part of Nox Crew. One time when I was helping record something for MCC, I was like, okay, everybody, we need to...
We need.
Thank you, Kiani. And I muted myself accidentally by pressing a key on my computer for Discord. So all they heard was, okay, guys, we need... And they all thought that was hilarious, and I didn't know why they were laughing. And then it began to become this stupid, ongoing thing of, oh, we need. And there was stickers made of it, I think. How did so many of you get out? There's so many sheep around here. And it just became a thing. Stupid ongoing thing. Okay, we need to... Yesterday I was in a bit of a rush. We need to make sure that we connect all of this up. Oh, good spinning, little chicken. I was locked in, but in a sort of rushed way. How's your day? I spent the up until 3 o'clock. Up until 3 o'clock coding for Boy Breakfast. Then I had the POW cast with Apo. That lasted like an hour and a half. Then I realized that I was late on something that I needed to do for Twitch. And then that brought me up to 5 o'clock, which gave me just enough time to have like a yogurt and then start stream. So it's been pretty busy. Boy Breakfast certainly is a big thing. Got to get a lot done and a lot done very quickly. 3 your time, then slept through my uni presentation. Ooh, that's not good. That's kind of bad, actually. What are the repercussions of that? Not my greatest performance. One time, there was a job that you could do at university that I had called peer-assisted learning. And it was when third-year students would teach year one computer science students. And one of the year 3 students put in a good word for me when I was in year 2 to join the team for an upcoming interview application. And I got shortlisted. And then I got a text being like, yo, well, it wasn't yo, it was dear Mr. XYZ, where are you? Your interview was starting 5 minutes ago. And I had to message him being like, full transparency, I'm actually still at home. I completely forgot this was happening. I'd really like to reschedule because I really want this job, if that's okay. I think transparency probably wasn't the move because they went, thank you for letting us know. And then never contacted me again. I thought by being like, I'm so sorry, but I do still really want this, they'd be like, all right then. But maybe should have gone with the, oh no, family emergency line, which I would not recommend lying. So what do I tell my professor? That is not a decision I can make for you. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. Yeah, they were not interested in working with me after that. And then I went, the guy who put in a good word for me from year 3 then later saw me and was like, hey, how did the interview go? And I told him the story and he was like, oh, I can try and like double down and say that you're actually a good choice. And I was like, if you wouldn't mind. And then he never told me how that little escapade went. So I'm just going to assume that no, not for me. Sometimes life happens and an opportunity that you really wanted doesn't happen. And sometimes you only have yourself to blame. But sometimes it's not the worst thing in the world. I think actually I would have been a little overworked looking back at it. So let's consider ourselves lucky, you know? Frame it in a different mindset. Maybe if I'd done that, I would have ended up getting a job in teaching. And then I never would have done youth ministry. So then I never would have done Twitch. Then I would have met my wife, you know? So there's a lot of... The ticker tape of life works in a strange way. And sometimes best not to get hung up on a missed opportunity when you don't know what it could result in. There's your daily affirmation and hope core. I need that classic hope core song. My uni doesn't matter why you're not there. It's more like, let's find a way to get your grade right. Oh, good. That's nice. Was it a large percentage of your grade? I told you guys about the time when I did a magic trick for a university, like, interview, right? Yes. Okay, cool. I would have opened my third eye to find you no matter what, even though I didn't know who you were until outsiders. Wow. Thanks. You would have just come knocking on my door, being like, hello. And I would have been like, pretty lady. The card trick? Yeah, I mean, that's a bit vague. The card trick. Oh, I'm sure. Let's go this way. Boop, boop. I'm reminded that we are entirely family friendly. This is so true, Brooke. Can we get some truth Brooks in chat, please? I want for the remainder of the whole stream, randomly people to be like, truth, Brooke. Why are you suddenly reading all my messages? I don't know. I decided to be a problem today. Here I am, being that problem. That should not go there. That should go there. Good. I think we're close to starting to put down bluegrass. the actual like shrubbery of it all. Truth, Owen, stop that. It's not funny. It's actually unfunny. What I'm getting from this is the stream to talk about Operation Mincemeat. Okay, I've learnt my lesson. I'm sorry. We should probably cover up these holes, shouldn't we? Look at this. This is just random networks of caves. Yikes. But, I don't know. Wait, well, this is... I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, okay, maybe cover it up. But on the other, it adds a nice little bit of texture, you know? This stream's going to run until 8:30. I can actually be pretty transparent about that this time. Usually I'm like, I won't tell you. I think when the caves actually become dark, like blue, like over there, it will look interesting. I think it would be cool to have like an actual cave that mirrors the stone composition of that over there. And that's why I'm going to cover up this one, but leave the other one. I think that's a fine compromise. Yeah, we'll make it look pretty. We'll leave the cave, but make it look better than it otherwise would. I love when you think what I think. Oh, on contraire, it's actually you thinking what I think. Very different. Why did that get snapped? Looks like he has a phobia of ink on skin. Remove makeover. He doesn't like it. My mouse is in the wrong place. Oh, can we get some false Brooks, please? Falsity Brooks. Sorry, Brooks. I was really nice to you in 2025. This is the year of being a rotter in 2026. Specifically that whole title. For some reason, I have to say 2026 in it. I gave you a wooden sword in 2025. This year, I'm hitting you with a fish. Sorry, anime the rules. I'm going back to Operation Mincemeat. They're nice to me there. Oh! Dang it. Fumbled. Do you guys have any more? Please tell me we have more. Wait, no, we can't be out. We're so close to finishing. No. That can't be all of it. Is that all the blue we have? Oh, it isn't. Good days. Good days. Okay. Banger song, by the way. Yes, this is the Season 5 Parkour playlist. Oop. Jusant replay? Probably never. Incredible game, but I don't think I would derive any... You're going to change soon, little bunny. I don't think I would derive any value from playing it again. Not when there are other games that I could play. Like Inscription. Casey's mod. Speaking of returning to game, I've been thinking about Inscription. There it is. No way! Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. What games are you looking to play this year? So about Gek.
I've had a hard month.
Oh yeah, Gek. I love... Oh, I completely forgot about Gek. Mate.
Thank you for posting content that makes me and others feel enjoyment.
Oh, I'm of course. It's my job. Oh my gosh. The Gek
Fun
strat.
fact, I discovered a song that instantly reminded me of you because it is called Yoinky Sploinky. And well, you are the king of Sploinky music. Plus there was a klepto in the thumbnail. Insane YouTube algorithm pull.
Wow. That's sick. Klepto in the thumbnail? Klepto on the big screen? The klepto? Big dog klepto? Dang. You upset the chat was memeing about choosing Gek for upgrades, and after you finished the game, you asked us why it's good, and we didn't have an answer because it's free to play. But now I have a better answer. Okay, go ahead. It's free to play twice. Whoa. I can't believe that I had a prediction running for that game of does Owen complete the run this game when there were literally counters in the game to stop you from speedrunning it. Like there's hard stops where it goes, nope, all bears. Some of you who knew must have been like, easiest payday of my life. This idiot thinks that there isn't any hard stops. Yeah, there's a certain character who, if you are moving through the game too fast, literally says the words too fast and then just deploys 9 bears. So sure, they come back when we told you they were scripted. Yeah. I was like, I have to prepare for the bears. And then they never showed up again. Dreadful. Dreadful, but also very funny and very cool. And I'm very pleased about it. But also dreadful. Leshy throws a fit when speedrunners play. That's amazing. Back time. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I do need to play it again. The chances of Owen playing Casey's mod are very low, but not 0. Alright, give me some redstone, please. It is genuinely, I think, was game of the year for me back then. I'm never going to finish this message. Guys, stop what you're writing right now and put a 1 in chat if I should play it. I'm kidding. Don't. There's not enough of you. Nah, never mind. Maybe if there had been 1 more, I would have, but there's not enough. Man, this is bullying. I'm just bullying today. This is mean of me. I'm just bullying. In fact, we assume you're writing something. Well, that was specifically for here. Why did I not just take damage then? That was weird. Okay, we've repaired the pickaxe, so
Hi,
chat won't cry.
Do you know when you might get back to Outer Wilds? My sibling and I have loved watching you play and are going in just as blind as you are, so it's been a lot of fun.
Good. Let's say... Let's say Saturday. We'll pick it back up on Saturday. It's happening. It's happening. Sound the alarms. Okay. I think we can go this way. Eventually, we'll get rid of this yucky looking sheep farm. It's just kind of there, isn't it? Why is there just water here? Okay. Looking forward to it. Good. Me too. Yeah, it's nice because did you see the baby mods? We were just talking about that earlier. I think let's quickly go up and have a little look, see if we've got enough. There's definitely more on this side than there is on this side. I've also not connected them over here. Needs more. Yeah, needs more. Okay. Firstly, I want to just bridge this here. Does it look that way because you have all the extra blue bits? It's a fair point. I do think that on average there is less on this side because I was rushing it. going to the edges of the build. It also seems that there's a border of grass around them for at least a lot of the monorail. Yeah, I'm not totally against that. I like the idea that maybe this type of fungus, whatever you want to call it, avoids shaded areas. So it naturally has avoided where the monorail is. You'll also notice that it doesn't go to the edge of a lot of builds. And I like the idea that it doesn't like being exposed to too much edge soil, like it only does like topsoil. These are reasons that make me not need to go back and do more work. And as you get older, chat, you'll come to learn in life, especially if you're a programmer, that this is one of the best ways to avoid doing more work. Somebody in a test yesterday asked me, is XYZ meant to happen? And I went, yes. And they went, okay, it's not. And I went, sorry, I misspoke. No, it's not meant to happen. So that's fine. Done. Because Gek is free, you have a higher chance of starting with it in your hand, especially if you create a deck regarding cost. So making it super strong means you can win turn 1 consistently. Do cheaper items have a higher chance of being put into your hand? That's part 2.
This from a guy who spent months building this stupid monorail.
Inscription has a hidden mechanic it never tells the player about called Fair Hand, which means that your starting hand must contain 1 squirrel and 3 beast cards, one of which must be a 0 or 1 blood cost card to guarantee you can always play something to start. Dang, you should have opened with that. Sorry. That's really clever. And very nice of the developers to do that. Huh. So yeah, actually, it makes a lot of sense to have Gek. Man, I can't say exactly in case some people haven't played Inscription, but when that one thing does that one thing and combines those 2 genres of genre 1 with a new thing, when they combine genre 1 with that new thing, oh my gosh. That was genuinely, I think, the best moment of my life. Because genre 2, I was like, this is okay, but I miss what I had. And then genre 3, wow. I don't get how genre 2 can be your fave, but I'm not gonna yuck someone's yum, you know?
Oh yeah, I love it when the thing happens. I totally know the game, yup.
Yep. Yeah. No, you get it, right? I did so well in genre 3. I like genuinely thought that I would get something really cool for doing as well as I did. I didn't. But I was so committed to trying to do as well. I remember sitting there for ages. Your response to genre 2 was my response to genre 3. I dropped the game for 8 months. I only finished the game 1 day before you did. Dang. Did you pick it up because I started playing it again? Wait, what? Stop! Don't do that. Why would you do that, man? Why would you test that? Well, you've made me kick a bottle over. Why would you do that? Now I have to break things. Add stamp. Delete trigger. Disable trigger. Alright, mods, you can unmute it. Don't worry, I'll just go back through and clear anybody's names in the database. I'll just reset it to 0. I think that's probably the safest. That's what you get. That's what you get. Mess around, find out. Sad days. There must be consequences. No, I'll probably just go and remove 1. It's fine. Everybody's? No, not everybody's. Right, I think here, technically I don't want to go near there if I'm trying to stick to my anti-shadow rule. I also want to get rid of all these sunflowers. Hate sunflowers.
I love how I have played enough Inscription to get that. Act 3 is my fav by a marginal amount. IJ's like that certain thing where you can become bunny from the cow of the boy, trying to not spoil PKRM.
Yeah, I do like that. I do like that mechanic. I like becoming bunny. And I became bunny so well that I thought that if I continued being bunny forever, that something huge would happen. But I don't think it did. I think it's just like a way to make the game more balanced. Boop, boop. I was so hopeful and blind. But yeah, I remember sitting there. I know that Inscription's a good game for me because I sat there for like 15 minutes figuring out if I could stop the computer from having lethal. And then through a sequence of incredibly niche steps, managed to survive. And it was awesome. That yucky tickling itch is real. You know it? Good, okay. Sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy. I'm like, the only way I can itch this itch is if I use my teeth. The itch is under the bone, so I must bite my own hand off in order to get to it. You got in a fight, I knew I could just sit there silently and you'd figure out in 15 minutes. Whenever you got in a fight, I knew I could just sit there silently. Yeah. It took me a bit, but it was great fun, and I'm pleased with it. You didn't need to. I'd get there eventually. All I need is time. Why is that such a human experience? I don't know. Hey guys, I got some more stuff for you if you like. So much lore you missed because you missed it during your exploration. Well, I don't think it's a game where you're meant to get all the lore at first. I'm sure that I could go, like, you're meant to go back and do certain things. But in Act 3, they're just being the secret thing where you can only find if you do the secret movement. It's like, okay, dang, I never was going to find that. And thus missed so much there. I'm about to. Oh. Whoops. It's not my fault. I still can't believe that I managed to get the ring by accident. Boop, boop, boop. That was awesome. Okay. I did 2 on my first playthrough. Well, now I don't feel special anymore. I was saying that to make myself feel special. If you just search every crevice, hiding spot should be acquiring smarts, not willpower. Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. Because, like, at the end of the day, I'm streaming, so I don't really... I'm streaming, and I'm literally on the clock. Like, I have a timer of my head telling me how long I'm allowed to play for. And so I was like, okay, I've just got to lock in if we ever want to... When the game tells you something and then you don't try that mechanic anywhere else, even in the same area. I don't know. I don't know. Boop. There's a lot happening in that game. I think it's pretty excusable to be told something and forget it when it's you're having to balance 50 other things. I don't even know what you're referring to. That's how little I understand. I don't even know what the mechanic would be. That's how not in my head it was. Do do do. Right, let's try that. See if that's any better. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. At least Inside gave you clues where to search so you knew you make, even if the result of those clues are unrewarding. Inside. Inside. Have I played Inside? Yeah. Oh, that one. Sorry. Yes. I don't know why that game is also called Limbo in my head. It definitely is not Limbo. Inside was good, except...
For the record,
yeah.
I do not recommend doing very little for a few weeks and then suddenly doing like 20k steps round London in the cold.
Yeah.
It's 2 days later, I've sent Shiny back to their home country and my legs are still sore.
That does sound like that would do it, yes. Except what is literally brilliant. The ending's a little underwhelming. No, I said it. Looking back at it, the amount of effort that you would need to put in for the Easter egg is also incredibly underwhelming. The ending was not incredibly underwhelming, but it was underwhelming. Enough that when it happened, I thought to myself, I hope this isn't the end. And then it was. Never make a story where your viewer goes, I hope this isn't the end. I get it's about starting, it's a metaphor for I want a big flashing. I don't like metaphors. Yeah. Yeah. Difficult, Toad. Difficult. But it was enjoyable, apart from some certain puzzles. Looking at the one with the box and the incinerator above me. I enjoyed it for the most part. Oops. No, that one I hate it. Yeah. I don't know why I only saw the yellow legs of this chicken and thought it was a little stick man being like, and I was like, what is happening? I'm very sorry here. It's about, we're talking about Inside the game. Boop. Okay. I think that's... Nope. Still better than Oxenfree. I'm really sorry to everyone who enjoys Oxenfree, but yeah, that's not hard. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's go back. Boop. No, and every time someone mentions it, Zol, I delay it by another month. I knew you'd say that. Well, aren't you clever? Hello, little guys. Are you done? You can stop looking in these now. If that'll make your lives any easier. Okay. We need bluegrass. This terraforming.
Chat and Owen, I need help ASAP. I'm playing ACNH and I'm currently playing high card low card with one of my villagers. My starting card is a 6. Should I go high or low for the next card?
Depends on how many cards you've seen prior to this one. It's the only card seen, then statistically high would be better by like one singular card. Don't now come back to us and say what the next card was. Don't be like, okay, now what? We've given you the strategy. Only one round? Okay, fine. Good evening, good evening. All right, let's have a whole different conversation now. The card was a 5. I'm afraid you lost. Sad days. Oh man, this is going to take so much bluegrass. They're so mean. I'm not that mean. I'm not so mean. I'm a bit mean. Okay, hold on. This terraforming, the beach, the seacoast system, the monorail, the insides of the channel hopper on the other side, the Aegis, all of the biomes between the Aegis and here, the spawn island, and the end project. Could you repeat? No, I couldn't. Even if you paid me. And you do. So, enough. Enough to keep us going. End project is as far as my plan goes right now. I mean, yeah, you're talking... yes. The end project will take about 2 years. Probably. Have had a random burst of vibes to develop and draw more Lou lore. We're getting fed! Lou's back! None of this has been connected here. First of the new baby animals, I adore them and will kill for them if need be. Thank you for telling me. Of course. It is my pleasure. I know that took strength. It did. It did. It did. And I'm really strong. You know in that scene in Lilo and Stitch where Lilo takes a bunch of her friends who are forks and puts them in a pickle jar and then shakes the pickle jar full of pickle juice? Do any of you guys do that figuratively with me on your phone? Do you ever put me in... Do you ever put me, the phone, in like a little jail because I upset you? Not literally in a pickle jar. In my head, yes. I just start pacing. Maybe I should start. No, but thanks for the idea. I start shaking you metaphorically.
You with my mind.
Yeah, I could feel it. Just throwing the phone count. You've never thrown your phone out of anger at me. That's far too grandiose of an expression. I'm talking a meticulous, slow process. How just whenever chatter just came in and said they put you in a pickle jar on their phone? I'd understand. No, I get it. Sometimes I go head in my hands when I'm talking to a chat like a streamer. I'll say something and they'll miss it. And I'll be like... I have also thrown my phone about it. Fair. That sounds like something that, like a second part of a sentence, and now you're upset that I missed the first half. I just scream internally. No. It doesn't count if it's over a story I wrote. That's a normal thing. Or rewatching inscription. It's mostly if it's one of the... Yeah, it's usually one or the other. Oh, this is the original song. Greetings, Captain. This is Lou. Your navigation system. If my readings are correct, you have just ejected from the Aegis and are now in an escape pod or whatever the heck it's called. Cinder, thank you very much for the 16 months.
You've given me more than one headache in my life.
Sounds about right. When I was watching Outsiders, I had to pause to start pacing. It's a pretty stressful time. And it doesn't help that, like, I was pretty new to the music balancing scene of my videos. I hadn't really ever mixed audio for Minecraft specifically before. I'd done a lot of video editing, but not for Minecraft. And so some of those things are just like, there's an entire episode of me just being in the walls at nighttime. And the music's like, and I, like, looking back in hindsight, I'm just standing there. Nothing's happening. I'm just like, desperately trying to make it scary, but really nothing's happening. And on first watch through, it does work because you're like, something's gonna happen, something's gonna happen, and nothing happened, and nothing ever happens. So then it's just like, when you rewatch it back, you're like, oh, I can skip this episode because nothing happens. Thank you very much, Neptune, for the 8 months. You didn't include the vine booms when you assault magic in the 20-foot. I should have done. Is this all I've got? I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of farming in a second. We're about to run out. I'll use up the rest of what I got. I've never skipped an episode. What about through a watch through? Surely there's some... It's got to be like at a certain point, Steven's Universe, somebody's made like a guide being like, want to watch Owen Juice TV's Outsiders, but you really can't stand watching the entire thing because it's 28 hours long or like 52 hours long, whatever the heck it is. Here, this is like... and you'll go like a few steps in and get lost. I'll like turn one step and I'm like, where am I? I'm not going to be stuck in it forever. And you can like see the edge of the main corridor. You forget this is people's comfort. This is a good point. And I suppose because it's never getting a sequel, it's the only media that exists for it. So it's like, well... time to rewatch the reheated nachos that I've been eating for the past 4 years. Yippee. 21? Yeah. 21 hours. I love the transparency. I'm in the process of hyping myself up to enjoy your content, is essentially what that was like. I'm in the process of mentally stealing myself for the arduous process of ingesting your content. I bought one of those contraptions that hold your eyes open when you're stuck to a chair in order to really make sure that I don't lose interest halfway through. Yeah, I do think that some people could be forgiven though if they made an anti-filler playlist. Do you just mean the Mazer? Is there ever a chance we could get a Star sequel? I would smile 32 times. That's a very specific number. I think you should smile 32 times. I think that would be the next amount of smiles that you should do. We have a little bit of this left over. I would smile 33 times. I don't think that that's a viable choice. I'm thinking something rice. Derek. Or something that's not pasta. Yeah, I think I'd like that. I'd like a Pokeball maybe. Oops, all smiles. Me when I've had a really good day. I could do that, yeah. All right, great. My people will talk to your people. We'll see what we can do. And you can maybe get context from the Patreon, maybe. Wait, what? Sorry, I definitely missed the first bit of what you said. But I'm not seeing it. I think we could probably... No, you got it? Oh, I just didn't get it then. I got it, but didn't understand. I was jumping in on something. Oh, I see. I see. Boop. If they had the eye animation... The what now? The eye animation? Oh, if I... Oh, good thing I have all the replay files. I'll convert them into flashback files, and I'll do the entire 22 hours again. This time... with the expressions. Easy. I don't have the replay files. I've scoured pretty much the entire... Do I have the original Outsiders CurseForge profile? I'm launching up CurseForge real quick. I'm not a huge fan of CurseForge. I much prefer Modrinth, but I do have some profiles on it because I have Legs SMP on here. And I got to keep it just in case I ever need to go back. Never mind. I've deleted all of them. I guess I didn't have it. The only one I've got that I bothered keeping around when I did a purge the other day of all the content that I have on there is Fear Nightfall. Do-do-boo, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-boo. Why did you mention Fear Nightfall? It's the only CurseForge profile that I bothered to keep when I cleared out my CurseForge instances. Because instances do take up memory. And I got rid of a bunch of stuff that I didn't need anymore. And the only one that I kept was that Fear Nightfall one that we did during the subathon, I think it was. I'm sure we could do another Fear Nightfall stream. I've tried to do a couple more horror packs with Luan. They're really not great. It's really difficult to find a good horror pack. Fear Nightfall was really fun because it was very new and fresh. Hadn't done anything like it before. Didn't know what the extent of the scariness was. Do 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 do. Yeah, the dramatic music. Boom! Like really high, like sudden strings from a cello. And you're like, oh, did something just happen in the code? Like, what is something happening now? Just randomly throws in that. Okay. Checking the music was just for you or both of you, and that meant something was near. A lot of the times, Minecraft Scary will be like... It's the Bleak blogger, and it's the most gruesome, strange looking red fleshy model on Minecraft that you could possibly get, and he's gonna go boo 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 boo, and that's like the whole thing, and it's like, okay, cool, there's no mystery. Yeah, I didn't like that. We played the other day and they added a bunch of SCP mobs, really not great. Thank you, Silver, for the raid, by the way. One of the ones that they did add, who I hated, but also kind of appreciated the vibe of a little bit more, was the Witch Doctor, who, if he touches you, he kills you. And he just spawns and he makes no noise whatsoever until he says in a pretty loud voice, I can heal you. And it's like, whoa, where's that coming from? Whoa. Because it's a human voice. It like really gets you out of nowhere. We could make a bit. Oh, a cat. Hey, what are you doing here? Hold on. Wicked Witch. No, what are you doing? What are you doing in here? Get out. Get out. Drop that. You're not meant to be in here. Goodness me. Hi, Raiders. Good to see you. Thank you very much, Joe, for the raid. I'm not screaming at him. I'm not screaming at him. So, like, if they don't have anything, is that just it then? Like, if they have nothing left to sort, will they just perpetually look through these boxes? Will they ever just chill out? Okay, anyway. Yeah, so that one's kind of creepy. But it's way too punishing, because if you're jumping up and down and sprinting through the land and jump into him, you just insta-die. Another one that was really good from the SCP mod was What's his name? Megaphone Head or whatever? May I post my previous... Do whatever you like, mate, yeah. Siren Head, thank you. Megaphone Head. That was really good because I was like walking through a very dark woods. I think they've toned it down a bit since the first time we played after they added them. Like the time we played recently, I was actually enjoyed it. It was really, really funny when our house just exploded into a bunch of silverfish. That was really funny. Object Head City. So like the megaphone head, Siren Head was like, I was walking through a dark forest and just heard heavy, very heavy footsteps echoing throughout the entire biome. And then I remember seeing something moving in the distance and walking a little bit further towards it. And then just having this massive entity go like and like start looking at me. And then like the footsteps getting faster. I booked it out of there. It was really good. The sad bit was that because it's such an insanely massive entity, it can hit you from really far away. So it was like 30 blocks back from me and then just like and then just killed. It's okay, chat. He would never take the... Oh, wait. I forgot that I was trying to get a fish for the cat. Huh. Did not think that through. There we go. Depends if I have any fish. I don't have any. I'm sorry. I'm not willing to slow down in order to get some. That is some pro level avoiding mining the block. Yeah, I guess I didn't really want to. Yeah, I guess I didn't really want to do that. Was the SCP mod pack recorded? No, none of that was recorded. That was just us playing together. Believe it or not, I do in fact hang out with my wife. Not just for content. Chest on the left. Huh? Oh. Chest on the left. What? No. I can name tag it if you like. That'll stop it from despawning. Give me a name. Keldor? No. Gek. I like Gek. I might be partial to a Gek. Corpo. That's actually pretty good. Dang. Unfortunately, she's just... Not only is she my wife, she's also really good at naming things.
Want you to know anytime I flip or switch something in my head it goes flip it round.
Wicked Witch!
Wicked Witch. Oh, and look, I'm down to 1k points.
How Cypher feels about the corp? That would now be a good time? It wouldn't. I'm sorry, it wouldn't be a good time. I love the vocal stim. We can win. All right, Corpo. What are you two arguing about now? Doesn't want to get attached, well, whatever. But names it Corpo in a cheeky way, like you sort of, you know, like you sort of get attached by naming it after a corporation, but then slowly likes the kitty anyway. There you go. Good cooking. Good cooking. Good looking. Now, where is it? That is the question. Kitty, whereabouts are you? That's new. Huh. Interesting. You left it too long, it's gone, you caused this. It'll come back. It'll come back with a different name, but it will still be it. Oh, it's so weird that their vision is now cut off with a cone. Ugh, I don't know if I like it. Yeah, different time, different place, different fur. And this time, I'll have one of these on. Sorry, did I say different name? It will still be called Corpo. Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, this. Up, up, up. Lots of red here. I definitely broke my rule of trying to stay away from the edges. How about that question now? Oh, now? Yeah, it's fine. Listen, there'll be a time and a place. I've given you a lot of outsiders. I've given you a lot of sci-fi Owen lore recently in the world he lives in. I now must I now must leave. But you didn't do anything. Goodbye, everybody. How many beds do you have in your iron farm? Oh yeah, that might have been it, I guess. Cool. I was reminded the other day on TikTok how actually insane of an animal ravens are. Their ability to not only reproduce words and noises, their ability to mimic is incredible, but also the fact that they can contextualize the sounds that they hear. So if they see a dog, they'll make a dog noise. And if you say hi to them, they'll say hi back because they recognize that hi is what you say when you first see them. This is not my words, by the way. This is a farmer who had a raven. Magpies speak exactly how you would expect them to speak, you know? Like a parrot's sort of like a high-pitched, friendly sort of sound. And magpies are like, hey, doing? And they're like, whoa, excuse me? It's like a deep guttural, and you're like, okay, all right, I don't like that. Boop. Yeah, you don't expect them to have a deep voice, and then they do, and it's really, really weird. You guys just open and stuff now? Oh, you're trying to find a space for that? I can help you. You go. And everyone's so casual because apparently those two do it all the time. Hold on, I must have missed a message. Yeah, I love ravens. In like a you freak me out kind of way. Can I make an alien cat model? Yes, you can make an alien cat color. Once again, can't have custom models on this world, but if you're just gonna make Glorp with a little green antenna, that might be a bit on the nose. Then again, we're getting closer to having custom models inside of Minecraft about Optifine and all that jazz. Yeah, sure, if you wanna. Remove the ears, use front 2 pixels as antenna. Oop. Oh, lovely spinning. Good spin in there. Me when I stand on the moss of spin. Okay, I think we just need to look for more red. Let's go around this way, see if we can see any on this side. I think I see some down there. Oh, it is Outer Wilds. Good pixel art. Just made a custom resource to get the colors I wanted. Sometimes it's the way. What's with all the me when jokes? I got nothing. I'm so sorry. Wait, hang on. Whoa! Almost slammed into the wall. Have you ever played 60 seconds or less? It feels like you game. I don't think I have. What is it? I need to play. Apparently, Beck said I need to play a game called Agree the other day. She said I should play it one day on stream. Apparently, it's very funny. Boop. It's a banger, do it. I imagine that there's some Beck your chatters in here who would recommend I do. Okay, let's keep some of this warped wart block on us. But while we're looking for other red ones, go in and... Oh, hey, they were just standing around waiting for something to be in there now. What have you got in your hand, little guy? Okay, you can just give that to me, all right? Off you go. Have a nice day. You just go in here. While we're doing that, let's grab some of these. This is kind of it, you know. This is the last bit. Sort of. I think I'll add some blue here or turn this into stone. I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. It's about time that I cover this up. Goodbye, zombie hole. You will exist and I will find you in 4 years and go, why is there just a lit up cave in here? And someone will go, that's where you used to keep the zombie. And then I'll be like, what zombie? And they'll be like, no, how could you forget? Oh yeah, we need to add light flowers as well. I forgot. It's like a game where you have 60 seconds to grab resources around a house and jump into a shelter. Then the rest of the game is like strategic decision making, try and get your family to last as long as possible. It's sort of like, oh, I think I've seen that. Yeah, there's like a impending atomic doom, right? And you have like 60 seconds to get into the shelter. Yes, I've seen it, but only very little bits of it. I should check it out, probably. I believe, yeah, it's quite an old game, right? It's ancient. Dang, ancient. What does ancient mean? 5 years. Oh, oh. Let's add some of this around here. Very good, Dali. 2016. Okay, that is kind of ancient in terms of video games. Fair enough. Oh, see, this is what we're looking for. Bits that I missed like that. Oh my gosh, 2016 is 10 years ago. Eesh. No, thank you. Do you have internally sidearm messages? No. I think that would require a degree of commitment to your messages that I don't have. You can just be saying things. No, okay, you actually know what? You got me there. You saying liar internally made me sigh. So not only were you correct, but you also made it happen. So good job. I was unaware that I was lying until you did it. And I went, good job, Stevie. That's not correct. Move that. I need some more nylium. Ah. Did some great climbing? Nice. Sorry. I thought you said you did so great at climbing, which is very strange because I just went climbing. So I was like, was August there? this is going to sound very egotistical, but and it happens very rarely, but you end up subconsciously like profiling / typecasting people. And as a streamer, sometimes you do that and go, they might know me. And that happened when I walked into the climbing gym. There was someone who had it was a teenager who had just finished climbing and was walking toward the reception area where I was. And she had like a cat, one of those box hats that end up making a cat shape. And I forget what the color palette was, but I saw the color palette and the shape and the fact that when they made eye contact with me, they went and then kept walking. That in the back of my head, I was like, that might have been a moment. But then I left. And you never want to ever commit to one of those moments. You don't ever want to be that guy who goes, do you reckon? Like, no, dreadful. Literally, I couldn't even commit to it as a joke. That's how bad it was. I might accidentally stare. Well, if it's at a TwitchCon, then I would expect you to at least like look and confirm. But if it's at a meet and greet, I'd be pretty surprised if you were like, you know I'm going to be here. Do you want a selfie? Dreadful. Actually, guttural reaction. I had to expel that from my body silently. Let me be at a meet and greet. That's okay. We saw? Really? How? I thought I was so subtle about it. Ah! Boop. Me at camp, I fear. I don't... Have I ever seen you at camp? I haven't been in like 3 years. 4, 5. Oh my gosh. Whoa, time. Just fast forwarded there a little bit. That was weird. Don't think I was fully ready for that. Also, what's this over here? This is gross. Look at this. How did I miss all of these? Oh my gosh, there's so many. I just missed an entire section. Oh, of course, this was... Yeah, never mind. I understand how this happened. But maybe one day, I'm really going to have to squash the starstruck factor. You mustn't say these things. It'll do irreparable damage to my ego. Boop. Oh, I bet the cactus farmer's come a long way. That's kind of been chugging in the background, right? For sure this year? Which one? EU or NA?
How has living in Sheffield been for you guys?
Awesome.
Hope you guys are happy over there.
Incredibly. Genuinely one of the best decisions I think I've made in my adult life. That is not to cheapen the emotional impact that leaving Brighton, my hometown, mind you, behind had on me. But for all walks of life, it has been better. We will most likely buy a house here. But deposits are a lot. Mortgages, you'd think they'd be cheaper than renting, but actually it's the opposite. So that's a ways off. Robert has a question, but whatever happened to Robert also happened to Dali. Somebody's getting them one by one. He's too shy to say it again. Go ahead, Robert.
From the homie Robert, out of interest, if someone does notice you in public, is it bad to go up and ask for a selfie? Like I know obviously Terry's a time and a place, but I know some people get uncomfy by it at all.
So if you make direct eye contact with me with a phone in your hand, and if you walk towards me in any capacity, I will think you're playing a game, and then I will run away. So you have to keep that in mind when approaching any streamer, really. So yeah, you can just come up to me and say hi. Yeah, there's really not a bad time. I'm trying to think of a bad time. If I'm in a bar, if we're in like a public bathroom, it's probably not. Probably wait until I'm gone. But other than that, yeah, crossing the road maybe not a great idea. Never have to worry about this except at cons. Yeah. Run at the CC full sprint, turning your flashlight on and off. You'll daze them long enough that you can get a selfie. Yeah, if you have a piece of my merchandise, I'll probably notice it before you notice me. I'll be like, I made that. I'm done. So far, though, hasn't happened once in Sheffield. Brighton, it happened a fair few times. Especially the more I would like hang out posts, like the months post subathons, post Tubbo subathons, there would be an uptick. And any time that I was in any proximity to Churchill Square would be another one. That place is a blooming landmine. Minefield of MCYT people. I will not be going to Gamescom this year, I'm sad. How do you like Cologne? That is got a really nice cathedral. And it has that one thing. The chocolate factory. Just carry them holding them like this. Oh, my friend gave me this. Yeah, yeah. Visiting in Brighton. I'm going in May for a concert. The lanes? Wait, what am I doing? The lanes are pretty much the best bit. If you can get yourself lost in the lanes, don't open Google Maps and just walk into them. What you don't even double check if they are. Actually, do double check if you're going into the lanes, or you will end up in some seedy places. Yeah, just walk into them and allow yourself to get lost in them, and you'll have a good time. And then I guess check out the beach. It's a nice beach. People really hark on it. They hate it a lot because it's got blooming pebbles and not sand. Even though pebbles are objectively a better beach than sand because you don't leave with the entire beach in your pocket. Boop, boop. Sand is clearly better. You don't get it. You don't get it, and that's what makes you not a Brightonian. That's how they refer to themselves. We have a lot of roots that we can put down in the crevices of this little hill here. Nope. Boop. Don't go on the i360. Don't go on the Ferris wheel thing. Both are scams. You don't need to. I place as long as you can relax your heart rate. There you go. Wow. Thank you, American Heart Association. Now we know. Exclamation mark song if you want to know the song. Oh, by the way, tomorrow we're doing a pretty big stream. I still need to write it, but I'm essentially going to be going through how sponsorships work for Twitch streamers, what to expect, what kind of numbers you're going to be looking at, which is going to be a bit scary. I'm going to be being pretty transparent about the amount that I've been offered for certain sponsorships in the past. How much of my paycheck sponsorships have made up over the past 2 years. How much I got paid for the Tommy Hilfiger sponsorship that I did. And I'm also going to be using it as an opportunity to explain why I have agreed to partner with a new company on not long-term, but like a semi-long-term basis. Will this be on the channel? It'll be right here tomorrow at 6. So that'll be interesting. Oh, what is this? I'm going to skip this because this sounds like a really important song for Outer Wilds. Anytime that Outer Wilds comes on now, I'm like, this is probably an important moment. Yes, you should. Okay, good. I'm glad I was correct. A boring one, so I'm not missing much during my appointment tomorrow. All right. I like the music. Guesses? My guess is 0 chickens, both of them. Yep. Sorry, gang, you were wrong. All right, let's take a little fly around, see where we're missing the routes. Me when I own a private jet, but I'm also at a hair salon. Okay, that's fine. Could do with a bit more bluegrass along the main path. Wait, if you like teaching stuff like that, we might have an idea. Okay, you're welcome to join the Discord and open a ticket if you like. Does the American Heart Association have a Discord account? Or you can whisper to me on Twitch, whichever works for you. Boop. I don't know how I feel about that rectangle of warped netherrack. Go ahead. Tell me where it is. Do you see it? Do you see it, boy? There, the big one. Oh, this? Oh, Cat does. I'll be there soon. I know it. Sounds good. Thank you very much. We do need to do a bit more because we've run out of the grass. I'm sorry, I didn't expect you to pause it. No, it's fine. Stop apologizing. Okay, so that's all the blue. And we're a little under budget or over budget. Let's grab one of these. One of these. And then a lot of this. This is going to be our saving grace, this stuff. We're going to make a platform. Get a bunch more bluegrass. How happy am I with the builds? That one, I think, is pretty much as good as I could possibly make it. It's like a 9 out of 10. The llama accusations took off a 1 for me. This, 10 out of 10. The base is literally, I could not... Oh, perfect. That... I don't know why I'm doing this. I think like a 6 out of 10. It gets the job done. It's there. The escape pod, I genuinely think 10 out of 10. Like, I think given the amount that I had to work with, which was nothing, I had to go into the nether and collect all of that quartz in hardcore mode to try and communicate an escape pod. Well, I think I did as well as I could. Hey, Duck. And then the monorail, I like the shape of it. I'm pleased with it. I think it's just dynamic enough to be cool. How's it going? Good. Yep. We're just looking at different builds and stuff before I start texturing a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like the world is lived in enough that this feels good to have. I think it will look even better when I have some maglev trains on it. That'll be really nice. And yeah, overall, pretty good. What did Dali say? Did you not open to LAN? What? Did I not start my Season 5 hardcore world off cheating? I don't even know why I buried it. I'm defending your honor, thank you. If I had to hazard a guess on where I buried it, I'd say I built it like under here. I think I found where I buried it. Thank you very much, Welcome. Welcome to the Juice Quick. Wait, no, that was 3 months. I don't know why I said welcome to the Juice Quick. I'm sorry. You didn't go into creative. Is there any statistics that I can do that I can showcase that show that I haven't gone into creative? I think it was right outside. Fair enough. Like 2 blocks over. 2 blocks over from here. Or over here. Oh. Doesn't matter. Stop winking! Maybe gone now. I actually think I recorded it. But I don't know where the recording is. But now that I say that, you're going to rage bait me further. So, right. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. Making the farm. Ow. Ooh. You did record it. You showed it. Good job, past me. Whoa. Rip headphone users, my goodness me.
Big 4 years.
4 years.
New badge as well, yippee.
That's insane, Nick.
I feel like at one point you just start to run out of words to say
yeah,
for
I
these
bet.
messages, but perhaps
about the 2-year mark, I think.
For something haha. Regardless, please add another thank you to the list for this wonderful community and the safe space it provides. As chaotic and stressful as things have been as of late, lurking around in stream always remains fun and brings comfort.
Good, I'm glad.
Hope everyone is well. Thank y'all too for being as awesome as always. Less than 3.
The artwork is so nice. Diango did an amazing job. And Abby. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you a lot. Oh my gosh, how did I miss 3 times? Since you said you think we'll finish terraforming today, tomorrow will be the sponsorship stream, plus a few other things. If we actually do finish this terraforming, which we have another hour and 20 minutes to do, then we're going to be cleaning up a lot of this area. Probably trying to do the insides of a couple of these things. Will there be a Q&A for tomorrow? A NDA Q&A. There's certain things that I simply can't say. Like if the question's how much do you make via sponsorships a year, it's not really something I'm going to be totally transparent about. And every day should still be both at the very least. Every day should be a hardcore day until boy breakfast. I'll try and do as much as possible. The testing is obviously getting in the way a little bit, but naturally it would. I need a lot of bone meal. Do I have a lot of that? I have reasons to believe no. That's why we needed bone blocks. But I could have sworn that I went and AFK'd at the farm for a bit before at the beginning of last stream.
Brooklyn gifted a tier 1 subscription to Stream Elements.
You got so tired of me not doing that you went ahead and did it yourself. Thank you. Oh, you're also discussing what it's like to work with charity partnerships. I'm just curious. I'll be here either way. Yeah, I'll work. Yeah, I've spoken about that a little bit. I'll be, fair warning, I'll be completely transparent. So, like, I'll talk about the good and the bad of it. But yes, I probably will. I need to, like, properly write out my thoughts for everything to make sure that it's actually a good stream. Okay, I don't have enough bone meal, I don't think. Whoa. Do I have any in here? Eesh. Why? I mean, like, unfortunately, why wait, you know? Like, that was a skeleton noise, but, like, it would just be a waste of time of stream when what I need to do is clean this up. What is that? Oh my gosh, they're here! Hey! Whoa! Fourth is way to go and how we grow. Yeah, I get you. Oh, hey guys! Hold on. Make interesting noises. I like meow. How cool! Nice to see them. This means no conduit needed, so no harm to Eggman Jenkins. Why is that? Why is no conduit needed? Hey, we don't... Hey, Eggman Jenkins. How's your... Oh, cool stuff, man. Because you can breathe on them? Oh, sorry, yes. Yeah, I get you. Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, hold your breath. The American Heart Association is allowed to watch Orange Juice TV if they so wish. Okay. It's time, I'm afraid. It was a really nice attempt. Get your photos of it while you can. But unfortunately, the yellow fields have got to go. Oh, there they are. I knew I kept them safe. All right, well, let's just carry on with what we were doing. Yeah. One day we'll do this biome, but it won't be here. It's going to be interesting to see how it looks of the wheat. Oop. Will we not have a small yellow like the pools area? It's going to be all blue. Did Pal post that poll about if it's boyfriend or breakfast because you and Apple can't settle on it? Sorry, what happened? I'm unaware of a poll. Pal tweet? What is she doing? What is she up to? Yeah, I definitely couldn't say that 5 times. I was trying to... I wasn't going to use the bones because I wanted to get any short grass that was here. But it doesn't look like there's much short grass, so I'll just use this. Did I just tell? Yes. There's no durability loss? Oh. Really? 724. 724. Yeah, good point. Cool, I didn't know that. Okay. Daily fact for you then. Oh, daily fact. I was like, it's not daily fact. You didn't come up with that. You didn't even know it. Immediately taking credit. Okay, drop those in there. This is the stuff that is important. Alien bees. Composter? No, I think we have enough. We have enough bones now. I just didn't know where I'd put them. Oops. Oh yeah, we're right next to the... We have Instamine while we're over here because of the beacon. This place looks so weird about the wheat. Whoa! Blue lines. I must say thank you for not using the mushroom texture. It was awful, I can't lie. I'm sure it wasn't awful. I think just within my mind, I probably didn't end up using them because I was like, it's not gonna work given that it uses the wrong like mushroom texture, you know? Yeah, we're gonna need to texture the mountain. But it'll be quicker. Because the thought is already there. Like the ores are already placed there. So it shouldn't be as long. Yeah, it's the all items have eyes. All entities have eyes. And the blue line just shows what direction they're all looking. Boop. It's crazy that you're here, American Heart Association, because like literally like 2 days ago, I started tracking my heart rate for data. I'm not telling you what this device is, chat, although some of you may already know because they're not paying me, so I'm not going to give them free housing on the channel. No free advertising. But yeah, it's interesting to see my like variable heart rate. As you should. We're going to need more chests because there's not really a lot of space in here. Thankfully, we have a lot of mangrove wood. Is it going better than heart rate monitor during spooky games? I actually think I will be able to pair this to my computer. So I might be able to do a better heart rate monitor. It is, I think, a better heart rate monitor than one I had. Call me Mez, thank you very much for the 1 year.
Found you 3 years ago and have watched everything
Wowzers.
since. No regrets.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Appreciate you sticking around that long. Thank you for the year of support via the subs and the 3 years of the general watching.
Does it go up when we do this?
Does what go up when we do that? Oh, no. Oh, did you mean to do like a... Oh, yeah. Well, egg on your face. -1 bagwillion squillion aura. Let me check what my resting heart rate is now. Hold on. I can tell you. Funnily enough, it only peaked this week when at 8 o'clock, which is right when I ended stream to start the test for boy breakfast, which is sort of funny. Uh, 80 BPM right now. Oh, sorry, 75. Clearly just saying it made it go down. Is that high? No idea. Not really. It's now called boy breakfast. It's a compromise. $70? No, I don't think it's high. I don't think that's high. Let me check. Hold on. Respiratory rates. What's HRV and RHR? Oh, it tells you heart rate variability. The variance in between the heartbeats is an indicator of how well your body can perform and adapt to its environment. Your HRV range will calibrate after you log 7 recoveries in 90 days. There's a lot of data that is still harvesting. Unfortunately, it can't tell me. Anything over 100 is considered tachycardia. Is that like meaning doing exercise? Like in strain? Which is a high heart rate. I see. But just wanted to say, I remember watching streams a long time ago, and it's amazing to see how much you've gone. Thanks, Purple. It will be seen, because I do actually read my chat. I don't know why people don't think I do that. If I just dry this out, will it just become dirt eventually? Over 100 resting is high. Okay, fine, yeah. Doing just over 100 is pretty normal, I think, in terms of exercise, as far as I'm aware. Unless my ignorance betrays me. Is it going to turn into dirt? Do you want to turn into dirt? Skater streamer who reads chat, not used to that. Perceived! Mods, pull up that person's chat history. Find out what their first what message was. Oh, dang it. They've said over 999. They've been following for a while. Okay. We're going up. We're going up. It's our moment. You know, together we're golden. Always got to be golden. I'm currently auto-scrolling. Gosh, you sent a lot on the 3rd of January. All of this is still just the 3rd of January. It's still the 3rd of January. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, now we're in December. And you started following when? October. All right, we can get there. Oh, we're still in December. We haven't even left the last stream of December. But I've said this before. Yeah. What happened on the 3rd? Oh, no, I streamed. All right, we've left the 13th of December. Who are you looking for? Sunglue. Dang it. No, it's going to take too long. You get away with it this time. You should be able to scroll up, I think, quicker. You should be able to sort from old to... Oh, why me? Fun. Kind of feels like Owen's getting distracted. That's what you'd think. That's what Big Regret would want you to think, but it's actually not the case. Why are we getting rid of the fields? Because it's just unfortunately not the vibe. It's just not the vibe. It's not what we're going for, I'm afraid. And that's why you abolish it. And that's why I abolish it. We're going to go through and collect all of it. I know it's sad. I know. But remember, we'll have a nice blue biome to look at while we're here. I actually might... Oh, do I want to do that? What are the implications of that? Do it. All right, we're restarting the hardcore world. I was kind of worried about doing it, but Stevie gave me the confidence. Honestly, hell yeah. I was going to say, this one's a lost cause. Dreadful things on you, on your household. Hardcore's my favorite. Well, if your series go to void and jump in, imagine this whole thing is just actually insane concept that the death that I had on season 4 was actually orchestrated to allow for like a psychosis sort of dream of season 4 hardcore Owen being shown something by the void, and it suddenly I play a video and it's me sitting back in Brighton at my desk on like whatever that day was just before I go live, being like, today's the day when I die in my hardcore world. It hasn't happened yet. I'm about to go live. You kind of see like offline chat going past. This is the beginning of my ARG of 2 years in the making. And they have no idea. Actually insane behavior. What do you think of to do? Oh, turn this area into the rocky area over there as well. Yeah, and like I literally just like log out of this world, go to a different named world that's called like Pesto Hop on my like saves, and it's me at the beginning of the world standing over the void, beginning of like the stream. Dang, would have been sick were I to be bothered, and I think it'd be kind of sad actually in a way. But I think also like imagine that was the moment when I revealed that like I had paid Toby. Like it cuts to a video of me talking to Toby being like, I'm going to have a very over-exaggerated reaction. It's pivotal that you bring it up on stream and make a meme out of it. I gotta see you later. Bye, bye, bye. Like I need you to be in a VC with Filzer and be showing him the video. And I need you to make me saying whatever I end up saying as like a continuous bit that you call back to later on in the year. Alas. Toby Fox. Yeah, me and my best friend, Toby Fox. I'm gonna need more grass. This kind of looks weird now with it. I kind of don't hate it, but I'm not keeping it this way. This like weird mix match. I don't think anybody could be that mad if it's like, if it's clearly had that much thought put into it, you know? Nah, I'd be mad. When are you going to hire BBC to talk about the hardcore death to really sell it, but you ran out of time? BBC? The British broadcast channel? Yeah. Oh, what? In reference to Phil. Just pay the entirety of the meant to be unbiased news channel. I'm gonna need more grass, so let's go grab some. That's giving mum who thinks that the world is a lot simpler than it actually is. If you're looking for a job, I hear Mark Zuckerberg's hiring all the time. Why don't you just go over to... Back in my day, you just go into his office and say, Mr. Zuckerberg, I'm willing to work for exposure. And there you go. You got a job by... And then you grow in that role. And before you know it, you're on the payroll. If you want to be a streamer so bad, why don't you just go and talk to Pal Creations and ask them to be in one of their SMPs? Actually, that is a pretty viable strategy. This piece is more value to me than any money. We literally had that moment. Is this Silk Touch? No. We literally had that moment in the Palcast today where someone was like, how do you choose your... like next people? And we're like, we just have people ask, and then eventually we sort of work round to them. Minus selling the steak. Exterminate that, chatter. The concept for a hardcore series where every death splits the world into a different segment of reality, where you keep the fathers dead, but then you have a copy of that. They slowly load up the one for the death to happen to prevent it, and you continue that concept. Wouldn't that be just survival mode? Isn't that just regular survival mode? Like save scumming.
Speaking of next people, last SMP was a YouTube series with 20 members. This one is gonna be Twitch again. How many members will it be?
You'll find out
again?
in the podcast. We actually give the exact number in the podcast. So once that's out, I'm sure people will start tweeting about it. I'll save a podcast. You don't need to. Literally just wait for somebody who has a Power Creation subscription to tell you. That's a slap and okay, I would do it, but turn down the money because that job experience is invaluable. That's really, yeah, that's really honorable of you. And I think you'll go really far with that mindset as well. People are always looking for interns, you know? You can tell Stevie, yeah. Like, as long as you don't share the entire file. Or with David Tennant. Oh, please don't share the file with David Tennant. Please, guys, don't share the file with David Tennant. Anyone but David Tennant at this point. What? I'm just saying it would be against the rules of the Power Creations Patreon to share the audio file, the Powcast, with David Tennant because he's not a Patreon member. What about Tom Holland? Tom Holland is also not a Patreon member, so please don't share it with Tom Holland either. Specifically with him. Well, no, with anybody who isn't a Patreon member, but please don't share it with David Tennant. That I am aware of. I think the end of this terraforming is going to be us removing this yellow. And then we're not going to get the terraforming done. I forgot how long it would take to remove the yellow, and I'm sorry. I let you down. And I'll try and do better in the future. How do I know he isn't a Patreon member? Well, I've asked him, of course. I'm not just going to go around saying that he isn't a Patreon member if I'm not certain. Crazy.
Feel free to share it with David Landlord, though chat/silly.
He is. He's a diehard fan of the show, so that's fine. Come here. Come here. I can't. All right. Do about nothing starring David Tennant? No, I know. I'm pulling your leg. A little jest, if you will. So much grass. I got a laugh, therefore I'm funny. Good job. Okay.
Clinking glasses fried shrimp. Clinking glasses fried shrimp.
I hear you've been being evil. I hear you've been being evil burger and trying to turn the masses against breakfast SMP. Hey, you've been doing some Apo tweets, some hashtag Apo tweets, trying to get like, oh, which one is it? And you know what I've been saying while you've been lobbying against me? I've been saying to chat, oh, chat, we came to a compromise today. Came to a compromise. We're calling it boy breakfast. And then imagine my embarrassment when chat comes back to me and goes, actually, it's currently being decided on right now on what it's called. And I go, no, don't lie to me like that, chat. Appa wouldn't do that. What the quote retweet was going to be. Well, whatever they end up voting, you have to quote retweet saying, actually, it's both. Boy breakfast. Is my plan along? I'm sorry for doubting you. It's on me. That's my mistake. And I'm sorry about it. I'm glad we can talk it out like adults. Phew. Ugh. Hey, let's never fight again. Oh, nah. Oh. Okay, my mistake. Sorry. Where we got our conflict from in our SMPs? True, true. Okay, I don't know how these things are still hydrated when there's nothing giving them water nearby. Like, something is giving this water within a span of however many blocks. Or maybe it's just taking a long time? I don't know. Weird. What does Tang do? Many, many things. He speaks. He sits. Sometimes he talks. Although you don't want to be around when that happens. I'll tell you that much. Okay, these things, get rid of this. This will... There we go. Boop. I should rig it. You do no such thing. How dare you? Okay, wait. We might actually be okay. Yeah, I'm unsure currently as to whether or not I want the same sort of rocky rock pools that we have. Rocky rock pools is giving muddy mangrove roots. The rocky rock pools here on this, because this is technically a river, not the sea, I don't think. Let's have a little check. It's a river that leads to the sea. So I don't think it would have these rock pools form like this. So I might come up with something else instead. Hey guys. Got any more grass for me? Probably in the grass section, right? Yep. I did not get here with a empty inventory, so I have to do this.
Hello people, I'm back to eat Tang like I said I wouldn't.
Oh. It might become the same as the rock pools? How do you mean? Whoa. Similar block pattern, you could imagine it becoming the same over time in universe. Yeah, it's a fair point. They started doing the motif. Oh, oops. I think it was a remix of Outer Wilds.
Muddy mangrove. Flip it around.
Muddy mangrove. Wicked witch. Wicked witch. Thank you. I needed that. Okay. Oh. There. I can never figure these commands out. How do you mean? Sometimes there's cooldowns on them. I try to gaslight chat into thinking nothing is happening. How do you mean? That would be really funny one day to like orchestrate a sequence of events that happen in chat. Like my camera battery dies or something. Or like Luann sticks her head in and asks what I want. And I'm wearing the same clothes as I did the day before. And I like take a backup of the world and then start playing from the backup. Being like, okay guys, today we're going to be getting rid of this yellow field. I know it's very sad, but... but we'd have the VODs. Yeah, and then I private the VOD beforehand. The music then made a weird noise. That was weird. Those trivia streams, I would get to the end and be like, what block did Owen turn into a wicked witch earlier on in the stream? Oops. Problem is, I had to stop doing those because people could tell when I was tabbing out to like write the things. You were rather obvious. Mean to me. See if I still knew the questions about rewatching the VODs, and I still got most of the questions right. Dang. Okay, looking good. Just need to get rid of the podzol and then a bunch of the concrete. Then we need to add back in the warped nylium. Add the warped nylium roots. Get some more warped nylium like grass, like the short grass. And I think we should be done after we add in the floating orb plants and the... floating orb plants and the firefly bushes. So yeah, I don't think we're going to get it done this stream, given that I have 50 minutes left. Have you taken a... Yeah, I have. Yeah. I've got a screenshot for them, which I'm going to be doing later. It's a fun little task for myself. Boop. And I need to then also change the permissions of add a stamp. Was it just you, Dali, that did it? Or was there someone else? You can be honest with me. Prisoner's dilemma moment. Whoop. Otherwise you would have noticed. Alright. Thank you. Noted. You can be honest with me. They're not going to get into trouble. I just need you to tell me what happened. No one's going to be mad at you. Thanks very much, Enigma. See you later. doing an ARG project that someone has to find. In the second someone does, we launch it. That would be cool. But unfortunately, it would take 7 years for it to actually be launched because they still haven't found it, Apple. So. I didn't say your name. I didn't say your name. I said they haven't found it.
Quick question.
Yeah.
If I download the Vampires plugin, am I allowed to look at the code to study it? I won't fork it or nothing, I'm just learning JavaScript. /Gen.
It's not written in JavaScript, it's written in Java. I like the way, I won't fork it, mister, I promise. I'm just taking a gander. I promise I'll give it back. Yeah, you can if you want, but I mean, I physically can't stop anybody from decompiling my code. I do not sound like a Victorian child, I swears, mister. Yeah, but it is written in Java, not JavaScript, so, dear. Robert, unfortunately, I really don't know because I don't know what you found and what you haven't. Is this core-keeping music? Why do you go mining by bit instead of getting rid of it all and placing dirt back? Because I need to get the shape right. Like, I could technically do this and then fill it in. But if I were to do everything, including the edges, like I do this, now I'm like, oh, what was the shape? I think it was like this, maybe? But like, I don't know it perfectly and I would probably make mistakes. Everything apart from the edges? I don't know. Because I'm stupid. If you write a doc, I'll take a look at it. I'll take a gander. And then I did it by mistake, yeah. It's probably getting hydrated from the edge there. So let me just do this. The thing is, anything that you guys have got has been off the back of Moonlet's discovery. So it's kind of difficult to want to attribute much of the success to you guys. Nah, that's so mean. All right, how did you decrypt it? How did you find out what the key was? No, I'm asking specifically Dally here. Okay. Bye, Dally. We have like a Google drawing if you want to see all the connections we got so far. Yeah, absolutely. Open a ticket, send it to me. I'll check it out sometime after the test. We have 40 minutes for me to get the rest of this texturing done. Is a Patreon thing? No, it's like a general all-around thing. Part of it is required for the Patreon though, yes. The Patreon has a better chance. Nice idea. Just explodes. Oops. Okay. I think we're basically there. But you said back when you said Danny, the secret message back in the day, it started opening last year that it wasn't a Patreon. Why change now? Oh, sorry. Yeah, like the pieces of it and the bit that you're referring to was off Patreon. But there are pieces of it that are on Patreon as well. Is there a lot to find? I wouldn't say a lot, but there will be more. It's not done. I really shouldn't be saying anything, to be honest. It sort of ruins the joy of it, I think, personally. You said nothing was on the Patreon, I wasn't looking there. And then there was. Every time I said that there was nothing on the Patreon, there wasn't until there was. And then I stopped saying that there was nothing on the Patreon after that. Oh, but like, based on what you've found, there's nothing more on the Patreon. But the Patreon would probably be a good place to look in the future. And there's nothing inherently on the Patreon as in the posts. If it's anything, it's a file that you've been given. Like, we've dropped it into your lap. Don't you internally say at me. Stop that. Right. We need to grab some nylium and we need to replace... We need to make some like veins here. Yeah, Moonlit should have kept it to themselves, kept all the glory. I'm not a rage beta at heart. I'm not. Honest, mister, I'm not. Just trying to feed my family, mister. Please, sir, a bit of rage. That's all I ask. Just a tuppence of rage, mister. All right, let's go. We've got to get a move on. Do. I'm going to have anywhere where there's yellow be blue. I feel like that's probably a good bet because I got to remove all of this anyway. It will mean that the blue's a little closer to the edge than it normally is. Yeah, now you see the method to my madness. The madness method. Flip that around. Wicked wit. Well, I'm locking in. Sorry.
I hope you know every time you start doing that accent you set me off singing a certain part of a song in Operation Mincemeat.
Yeah, I can imagine so. The song goes, wouldn't it be good if we chuck this man into the sea? Hey! And then they go on for a while. I know the one. Not quite. I'm pretty certain I would know. That's the one where they had Jimby Jam fill in for Veronica. Dang it, that's Heather's. Dang, and right up until then I had you. What a shame, eh? Bodies. What do you know about bodies? Nothing at all. See? Yeah, that's what I just said. I'm really trying to lock in here. I really want this to be done by the beginning of next stream. I mean, it won't be, but as much of it as possible so that we can actually get and do like more fun stuff. Because this has been a real labor of love. Okay. Grab this. Chuck it all in here. Give me that back. Okay, we need more nylium and more food in my belly. Just leave it. That's not nice. Do I even have any nylium left? Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, big uh-oh. I enjoyed that little swirly swirl. Thank you. I was trying to have some fun with it. Trying to see who was actually watching. And you just had me open in the background. That's right. I know you've got your phone face up on your desk. And you're not actually watching the stream. Pick me up! Right. Look at me in the eyes. What are you doing? Why can't I be involved? I'm playing Monopoly Go on tablet. Okay, okay. Interesting. Interesting. I don't want to play that. Let's play something else. Isn't that they got their phone? Is it you not being involved? I said, oh, I'm sure. What the heck? This is Outer Wilds, isn't it? I'm going to skip it as well. Anything that's Outer Wilds now, I just have to skip until I'm done with the game. Which is a good thing that it's happening soon. This is a safe song. Bring that back. Why does it sound like the beginning of a Sabrina Carpenter song? Never mind. Okay, grab that. I need to make sure I don't make this too much of a vein structure though. Does it? I don't know. I'm not going to have enough nylium. Awful, dreadful day. I cannot. Please don't make me go out and get more. Please, I really don't want to. I can't. I actually can't go out and get more. We do have cores at least. Oh, yeah, I have 2 separate ones. That's good. I'm going to run out so quickly. I'm pretty certain this is my last stack. Yep. It's the same one. You joker. Always trying to trick me. Borderline might just use bone meal to get me the rest of the way there. Like, place netherrack and then use bone meal to make the nylium grow. Oh, well. Oh, well. There's nothing wrong with an incomplete chords list, eh? Okay. That's sad. We probably don't have enough bones, no. Right. What we're going to do is... That was my last one. I was pushing it too far. I'm sorry. Oh, we were so close as well. It was so close. I mean, there's technically this, but it's not enough. I actually watched the video of the Roblox oof sound by H-Bomber guy today, and it was really good. Somebody suggested I watched it. Okay. Is that not nylium in the chest? That's warp blocks, yeah. Which we could use, but... Okay, in the essence of completing this, at least getting the shape down, I'm going to use netherrack. Back, good old reliable netherrack. And then eventually I will go out and get the blue nylium. But I want to complete the shape first, at least. So then I can at least add... Up, up, up. Yeah, good old placeholder netherrack. It's always come in handy. I didn't think I'd be seeing it so soon again, but here it is. Okay, do this. Cool. And then I'm excited for interior of the channel hopper. Yeah. I think I'm going to try and do a more of an industrial look. I have a couple of ideas. I sort of want to try and tell a story of the biop fluid. Like, how is it cleaned? Diagnostics on it. Display data. I don't know how I'm going to do that. But I'll figure something out. Get fancy with the redstone component. See if I can, like, induce electricity into it somehow. Not with lightning rods, though. Like, not with using lightning rods like that, because we've done that before. Refining it? No, no, not quite refining it. Biop fluid needs to be cleaned of any data that it has written to it. Otherwise, you end up with combinations of people on the other side, which never goes well. So it's very important that you clean the data before you send it and use it again. And it's very important that you make sure that the data has been received on the other end before you clean it. Me or Luan? I think both. We get scared in different ways. How long has biop fluid been in use? That would chronicleize a lot of different events in my world, which I'm not ready to reveal yet, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry. Distilling it gives you the impression that you're taking a lot of it and making a small amount of it. Purifying it is more just like, it's literally what I'm saying. It's literally cleaning it. Like, I guess if you want to consider, like, imagine taking some kind of gel and putting it through a sieve to catch all of the little stuff in it. Yeah, the fluid is a liquid of DNA, and it gets beamed. The data gets read from it and beamed more efficiently in that form than in just like ones and zeros.
Hi chat, hi Owen. How is everyone today?
Yeah, exactly.
TV wave.
Sort of. Maybe not exactly, but yes. Hello. Hi, Cosmic. How you doing? More like you've got a bunch of goo and there's spaghetti noodles in it, and now you need to strain it to get the spaghetti noodles out. But the spaghetti noodles are also made of goo. And if you electrify the spaghetti noodles, they'll break apart into individual pieces, like back into goo form. And putting it through a purifier to make it drinkable. Yeah, let's go with that. Right. I think that's fine. You can kind of see, I might add a couple more over here. Yeah, we're going to add a couple more over there. Oh. This is like DNA fractioning. What is that? Tell me now. You must tell me now. Have I accidentally referenced something that exists? Have I accidentally created something that already exists? It's gotten less dense over time. That's my thoughts and feelings. Hopefully it makes sense. Are you going to do a section on the hill, like on the other side of the monorail? Not on the other one. Just an observation for you to do as you want. Oh, thank you. Okay, cool. Let's go this way a little more. Up, 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 up. Up, up, up. Right. Go this way a bit. Brings you so much joy. I'm pleased. Well done. Good job. Okay, there's that. Lots of sudden new chatters here. Hello. Well, not new chatters. People who are popping in. Right. That seems pretty good to me. All we need to do now, amongst many other things, is it's really coming on nicely since I last seen it. Thanks. We're getting there slowly. Right, quickly. Thanks. Right, boys, please organize this. Thank you. Off you go. Go ahead. Look inside. There you go. Take this, I think there's a hoe in here. There is. Mine it. When during Realm, you asked chat to count how much terracotta you need to finish fitting in the wall, and while I was counting, I'll let you know about a missing block, and you were like, that's not what I asked for. Did that upset you? When that happened? And was it vindicating when I needed more terracotta? I rolled a bit. That's good to hear. Oh, almost walked off the edge. So not really. Chat was like, that's mean, but I thought it was silly. I probably meant it as being silly. How's stream? How's you? I'm good. I'm good. Getting there. There's lots to do. Goodness me. Breakfast SMP, code name obviously, is like in testing right now. And that's like big, scary, gotta get a move on kind of vibe. Thought it was boy breakfast. I'm not explaining the whole boy breakfast thing to Scott. I wonder what the BF stood for. No, it's not. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Apple calls it boyfriend SMP, but it's not. Technically, it's boy breakfast. The boy breakfast was a joke. No, it's real. I'm just not explaining it. Boy breakfast. Yeah, like girl dinner. Boy breakfast. Is this picking up the small grass? Oh, it isn't. Oh, crap. That's what we need. Thank you. Saved me a lot of bone meal. NB lunch, yeah. Is that I just don't eat breakfast? Yeah. You know, heard me say that? Sometimes I think it's a PG enough of a word. That was my like one use of the word.
Okay, so I found my notes. There is this process called electrophoresis that separates DNA fragments by length. Pretty much the mixture is put into gel and an electrical current is passed through it.
Oh my gosh,
it's a similar
accidentally made
concept, but not
biology.
the same, so it seems like what you've mad could very much exist in the real world.
That's pretty
also,
cool.
In paraphrasing a lot BC, it's quite a complex process.
No, I'm sure it's super simple. Dang it, I accidentally made something that exists. Didn't even know what you said that they mean because I didn't hear any non-PG stuff. I said crud, but the other version. I'm sorry, mums, for saying crud. Really puts the science in sci-fi. You're getting it. I'm starting the Google Doc. No! Do not trust your man with he says rude things. It's like that one time I got a very long and very angry email from a mother because I was one of the owners of PAL and we had just started PAL we had just started Pirates SMP and blooming Akko GG spoke about milk, and then Mythical Sausage was also there, as I'm sure you can imagine, and Akko and Mythical Sausage made some it was Akko mainly who made the joke, spoke about men, and I got a very, very angry email from a mum who had overheard their daughter listening to this on the iPad and being like, do you think this is appropriate? I expect a response, otherwise I'll be taking this to the necessary people, in brackets, Twitch. In fact, wait, I bet I could find it. I know that I'm not meant to be doing this, but I bet I could find it. If I type milk and pirates. Bing, 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 got it. Instant. Dear Owen Juice. Not orange juice. Owen Juice. My 13-year-old daughter is an avid fan of your group. Avid? Whoa! Foreshadowing. This is 3 years ago. And many of your group's lore and worlds. This bit... This lady, we've managed to patch things up, by the way. She was very courteous after I sent her the next message that I'm about to tell you what I said. But this message, part of the message, was not appreciated and is not okay. I have your address because of last year's pin. Okay.
But it's the mom's responsibility to monitor her daughter's activity on social media.
First off, not my address. Nice try, though. Yeah, I don't know. We have an open relationship where she asks me anything she doesn't understand about swear words or sexual activity, etc. Fine. You can imagine my surprise, disappointment, and anger when she told me about the chat regarding goats, milk, and I'm not going to talk about the next conversation. Thank you, Akko. She said Akko, A-C-O, was the one who posted this in the chat and that the subject was not continued. And I appreciate that. But Akko's brief comments were not PG. They were X-rated for 18 and, in my opinion, for 21 and older. Akko has breached my trust in your group. I firmly request, in brackets, demand that Akko, or whoever chatted about breast milk being drunk, should be given a consequence for his behavior, such as 6-month ban from your group. Please reply with the consequence you and your group, some of whom have young children, I believe, have decided. Otherwise, I'll have to keep my daughter from watching anything of Akko. It's not fair that she suffers from one of your groups crossing the line of PG content. She has some valid concerns, and I'm not reading this email out to put her on blast. It was just a kind of funny thing. P.S. I have copied my daughter's father, and he's in agreement with...
That's why ACO isn't in PAL projects anymore.
Yeah. And so obviously, we banned Akko from streaming. We said, off you go. You have to go live your life traveling and doing a bunch of other stuff in different countries. You're going to be in a different country every 2 months. And shame on you. I responded, hello, Jill. I'm sorry to hear that you have been put through this distress. I'm afraid, however, I'm unable to fill the request of your email. Pirates SMP is ran by PAL Creations, a company owned by myself and Apakuna. On the server, we have rules to keep non-PG content to a minimum when PG streamers are nearby. The only PG streamers in Pirates SMP are, and then I list the 5 of them. Akko, or whoever said this statement, is not a family-friendly streamer. I personally am not able to control the content they produce, only what is said and done on my own channel. This means Apakuna and I will not be taking any action against any streamers involved, as none of them have worked outside the agreements that were made when they joined the SMP. If you want to keep your family from watching non-family-friendly content, that is entirely within your rights to do so. In fact, I would recommend limiting your daughter's exposure to Twitch streamers unless they have the family-friendly tag turned on their streams. This is me trying to get the expanded viewership, by the way. But what you choose to do with your family falls outside of my responsibility. Thank you, and I hope you have a nice day.
Names to Acho and flee the country because of this whole ordeal.
True.
Insane stuff SMH/silly.
She then responded, Dear Owen, complete vibe change. Thank you for your helpful message. Smiley face. My husband and I appreciate the details you included regarding the company structure and PG streamer list. The gaming digital world is fast-paced and complex for parents who grew up without the internet. Your message has added to our understanding of Minecraft SMPs and Twitch streamers, and we are very grateful. Have a wonderful day and success in your business endeavors. All the best, Jill. Oops, did I not mention her name? My bad. Yeah, real massive switch up. And I left it there. So you can understand now why I've got a blooming 3-strike system with Sausage, and I keep him on... I can't even say I keep him on a very tight leash. I literally can't. Yeah, I am out of space in the inventory. But I give him a 3-strike warning these days, and he doesn't get to decide when those strikes get handed out. have the strike system, but if he follows it is another situation. He doesn't need to follow it. If he's got 3 strikes and he hasn't found out what happens if he reaches the 3rd one yet, but it won't be good. There's a pair of shears in your inventory right there. Where? Oh, it's right there. I missed it. See my cat texture? I will after I've done this. I mustn't get distracted. I say after having read an email chain. I think copper golems should be able to throw eggs. How often do his strikes reset? Every SMP. When do you have to go again? 15 minutes, technically. Wait, why did I just put the shears in there? I want to put the hoe in there. Thank you very much, Raiders, for the raid. Hello, Scabby, how's it going? Thank you very much. And then does he use all of his strikes at the end to make the most of it? Don't. He doesn't think that far ahead, and he shouldn't. Don't give him ideas. And knowing how to navigate things like that, I can see where they're coming from, and they did have a response. They're very professional. You got to try and be. I think Appa and I pride ourselves on our de-escalation tactics. At times, I've been a lot better at it than Appa has. At many other times, Appa's been a lot better at it than I am. I think my patience has worn thin over the years, and hers has actually grown. I think they definitely were expecting me to reply. I think in fact, they demanded that I reply. But I think the fact that I didn't go in swinging was probably a good thing. But no, I can totally understand. You're a parent, you have a child, they're watching something. You're under the understanding that it's going to be like an okay... It's a Minecraft stream. It's Minecraft. Minecraft is E for everyone. It's a perfect accident because I just finished it, placed it down, but I don't know if that's just temp. I don't think it is, but we'll see. Kind of passive-aggressive customer service reply. We try. This has been a weird conversation to listen to. Why? So I can totally understand where she's coming from. I think this was also during the time period when I was actually like Pirates SMP was actually kind of low-key killing me. Like mentally. Right, chill. So like I was like, okay, I'm waking up to fix something, and then I get an angry email from mom, and I'm like, I just wanted to play Minecraft. Already in the depths, yeah. My Pirates code breaks a lot throughout the SMP, and the scope was so massive that I had to spend a long time fixing a lot of stuff. Yeah, it was a lot. We were still finding our feet. Bigger we thought was better. Off the cuff of rats, we were like, we're unstoppable! There's literally nothing we can't do! Let's make a world 10,000 times the size of rats. Entitlement, like I fear that having a child watch this stream as an activity is just never the safest option. Yeah. Finding your sea legs. Hey. Question is also, what is seen as family friendly? Because that's highly subjective. If anything that swears is child friendly. For other, anything depicting any kind of violence or dark topics. For other words, anything other than flowers and sunshine. Yeah, I mean, I had like a real conundrum when I was like, I'm a family friendly streamer, but I'm kind of hitting on some pretty dark topics for the end of my vampires finale. I mean, like, Vampire Owen's kind of just being like, I'm going to unalive myself now, and that can be pretty sensitive topic. So you could argue that that was also like a bit much. I think we managed to get around it because I didn't actually like physically do anything. It was, as all things are, abolish regrets fault. Remember that? It's an important thing that you need to remember in the lore of the story. Perhaps one of those things I look back on with fondness, because all the while there were the hiccups and the issues. It was taught us all and work. It also taught us all a lot about the SMPs that will work for our group. Yeah, definitely. It was a learning experience. Big learning experience. I was a Warrior Cats kid and it probably... Whoa! Sorry. Hold on. Giving you the choice, all my fault, all your fault. Yeah, that's fair here. If you're not into the double entendre, then Pirate Owen is not a POV that I think you should watch. Okay, anyway, what were we saying? Yeah, I think you said something, but I missed it, Luan. Okay, personally, while the themes in Pirates definitely weren't finding friendly with doing flirting and making subversive comments, I don't know if the average child would clock it. Yeah, I mean, I tried to keep them as highbrow as possible. Don't know if I was successful all the time. But more so than the average, I'd say. Oops. Let me run through here. Okay, I have 10 minutes. I should probably wrap up. Boop. Unfortunately, we did not finish in time. I'm very sorry. Let's take a look at what we need to do. Whoa, why did I do that? Whoa, stop that. Okay, so we need to make the rest of that blue. Put in more blue grass where we haven't got any. Put in the wart blocks on the edges of blocks. And then make these little like bulb things here. Add those around here as well. You can kind of see that there's some like here like that, but we're going to be adding them properly ourselves with the like actual stem. We're going to turn the beach there into all rock pools. So we need to expand the gray there over to here so that it touches all of this grass area. We need the firefly bushes for the bulbs. I missed a little bit of podzol down there, looks like. But for the most part, it really is getting there. Oop. We've just been on an island. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that Spawn is literally just a small island. Don't know what I'm going to do about this thing. We'll come back to that another day. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to go to full cam now. Whoop. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here. I will be live tomorrow with my sponsorship stream, in which I'll also be announcing a new sponsorship that I'm doing. Very exciting. Oh, wait, cat, yes. Bamp. Whoa. What a frunky little guy. Look at this guy. Hold on. I like his tail. That's a cool idea. It looks like a sort of, like a leafy sort of tail. One moment. Studio mode. Yeah, we're fine. That'll work fine. Okay. That's cool. That looks sick. I like the gills. It's almost got like gill shapes to its face. And like I was saying, the tail makes it look like it's got like an actual tail. And then like I don't know what will happen if you have transparency on that bit, but I guess we'll find out. And then it almost looks like a sort of like wavy leafy pattern. It works. Oh, sick. Good. Okay, let's see who we can raid into. Aimsy's live. Goodness me. No ways, I says. No ways, I says. All right, I'll be live tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, got a stamping just at the end there, Holly or Hole. See you later. Bye. I don't know why it was all orange.